Hello, my good people. Blessings. Good afternoon. Now, let me take this opportunity to welcome you to me, I, Enoch, full of wisdom, to talk about content production. Now, it has come to my notice, especially on social media platforms, that young people are producing unviewable content that you cannot be able to view with family members. Now, you need to remember one thing, that the net does not forget. Stay humble. Don't produce things that can be shameful to watch when you are of a certain age. Produce content that can be fit watching when you are young, when you are old, when you are middle aged, because um, we need to know that you have some ethos in you. Don't seek to be a celebrity by producing content that cannot be viewed once you are here and gone, or once you are here and aged. Um, Let us experience you as a true copy of yourself. Because when you try to emulate other people or you want to be like them, we miss you. And you see, you are created an authentic person, no other copy of you in this world. So we need to get the best out of you, because that is what we need. Um, there are people who want to have a lot of money, and money, especially in Africa, people think that when you have a lot of money is when you are happy. Happiness comes from within. Joy comes from within, whether you have money or you don't have, or you have insufficient. There are families where you find that they are struggling, and you find that they are very happy. But you find that some are even government officials, very posh um, houses and big jobs, but you find that they do not have any happiness. So I cannot say that money is bad, but say it is not the end game that we wish to say that can create happiness. Now, once you start making money, and a lot of money, you need to stay humble. You need to stay humble like the ocean. That so many activities take place underneath it, and you cannot tell whether those activities are going on there. See, we are here for a purpose. We need to seek that pristine, that ideal reason as to why we are here, so that we can be of use to ourselves and to He who created all this that we see and what we don't see. Now, the main reason as to why we are here is to serve one another, so that we reveal the one who created all this. And we can only do that when we are humbled, because even the oceans that He created, they are not making noise. The mountains are not making noise. It is us, the very minute beings that you cannot be able to see from the clouds, that are the ones that are making noise. So let us stay ourselves, be ourselves, and produce content that can be viewed in future and many years from now. Now, there is a lot of motivation that I get from some guys. One guy is Professor Stephen Hawkins, physicist professor, um, who passed on some few years ago. But his imagination, his ideals and ideas uh, baffles me because with all that disability of not even speaking, he was able to properly use his mind and theorize, come up with theories, and produce machines that aided his communication because he was unable to communicate. Now, another guy who attracts a lot of empathy by the fact that he has no limbs is the Australian Nick Vujicic. I do listen to his motivation so many times, and I also use his videos to um, to escalate his information to the young people, his motivation to people that people who have disability or who are able differently does not mean that they cannot be of use in this world. So there are so many people out there who want to beg and they they have what it takes. You don't need to beg. You need to engage your brain because you have a brain that you have not even used 5% of it. And the thoughts that we generate every second, if we can turn those into ideas and come up with some information, we can be able to do a lot. But because we just want to conform with what society has taught us, or we want to look up to some people who have at least been successful and try to emulate them, we miss a lot of what we would have been if we would have followed what is in our minds. So I'm urging not only young people, I'm urging even grown up people, people who are aging, to use their brains. Use your brain before it expires because we are here for a short while. I told you in the previous video that we don't know how long we are going to be asleep. It can be 1 year, it can be a billion years, it can be a trillion years, but that is what only God knows. So, as much as we are here, let us try to use our brains properly and give other people inspiration. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about and I can finally say today is that as we seek to improve our lives through any means, but the means has got to be legal within the confines of our spiritual edicts and government laws and regulations. We should also remember that as much as we are here for God. We are here because of grace, the grace that has been given by Jesus, the death of Jesus, and our works that we do cannot be able to save us from the abyss that our forefathers foremother, that is Adam and Eve, took us to, together with the devil. So it is only Jesus who can save us by only accepting the gift of salvation, that he died for us and he redeemed us from sin. So what we have is accepting that Jesus died for us. We have been saved by grace and not by our works. So there is nothing that I can do that can save me other than accepting the gift that comes from Jesus Christ. So, as I conclude, I want to bless you, my viewers. May God bless you abundantly. May you escalate these videos. May you escalate them to the young people so that they know that once we are producing content on YouTube, we have the responsibility of ensuring that we safeguard our names now and in future, because uh, whether we will not be here, there are those that will emanate from our genealogy. They are our children, we will have our grandchildren, and the line will continue like that. And I don't like to be the shame of the lineage. Don't be the shame of the lineage that you are going to produce or that is going to come from you, because that will be very bad. Thank you, and may God bless you.